What do you get when you combine a passionate and veteran sports writer with a wife who is a casual observer? The answer? Married to the Game. This landmark sports talk radio show discusses sports from a married couple's perspective. Married to the Game with Rory and Lakita begins right now.
Yeah. What's going on, good peoples? My name is Rory Sharrock.
And I'm Lakita Sharrock.
And this is Married to the Game. Our digital broadcast is blasting through your speakers from the beautiful city of Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this is our second show, but for some, it might be your first time checking us out. So, Lakita, go on and break it down for the good folks on who we are and what we do.
Will do, hun. My husband, Rory, is the quote, expert journalist.
Yep.
Who lives and breathes sports. Ladies, I'm sure he's just like your man. Always glued to the tube, watching a game or something. As for me, well, I'm the novice, or as some would say, or as I love to say, the better half of this team. I'll be breaking things down in layman's term in my own colorful, funny way.
On today's show, we're stomping the yard, walking and talking like a champion. We'll dot the I's and cross the T's on the college football season. You know we got to recap Wild Card Weekend and preview the upcoming divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this championship theme extends to the hardwood. We're going to break down the UConn Lady Huskies' reign of excellence and ask that pondering question. Is their dominance good or bad for women's college hoops?
Good question. While we're walking the wall and talking the talk, we're going to mix in some hot off the grid commentary that can be understood by all.
Okay, so buckle your seatbelt and take a ride with us down Victory Lane.
Welcome to our world. Married to the game.
Watson, touchdown! Official. Punctuation. Clemson dethrones and avenges Alabama.
Woo! That national championship game, I got to take a breath after that one. Clemson 35, Alabama 31. It's fitting Clemson scores 35. They win their first national championship in 35 years.
Wow.
I know you're not really like into the sports and the stats like that.
I'm not, but I'm happy for Watson.
And I know it was a really late game, but seeing this, like, that it went down to the end.
Right.
And back-to-back classics was something.
Yeah.
And that was just so thrilling. I'm really happy for Deshaun Watson too. He was a runner-up in the Heisman Trophy. Well,
right. And that's what I remember.
But you know what's funny? You can keep your Heisman Trophy all day long. I'd rather have the national championship than the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah. I'm sure he's feeling the same way.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great individual award, but this man here throwing the game-winning touchdown, leading his team against Alabama, top defense. They hadn't lost in 2 years. Great national championship game.
Right. I love the way that he expressed his excitement by, giving love to the Almighty and giving shout out to Gainesville too.
Yeah. Right up the road in Georgia. Yeah. So, and for Clemson to win this because national championships don't come easy. As we said, 35 years is a long time. And so they're the kings of the hill. So big ups to Clemson Tigers, national champions. All right. So let's graduate from college and go to the pros. Wild Card Weekend is done. Now I know I was watching the game. Be honest. How much of the Wild Card Weekend the games were you watching this weekend?
Honestly, just a tad, like a decimal point, to be honest.
Were you spending more time on your phone when you were watching the games?
I sure was.
Oh, no. I was watching the games. Houston Texans beat the Oakland Raiders 27-14.
Okay, wait. Houston and Oakland Raiders. That's the Raiders is where you had the punt guy.
Marquette King.
The guy. Now, I like him. I really wish the Raiders were doing a little bit more. And because every time I glanced up, they weren't. But if they were doing a little bit more, then maybe I would have been into it because I like what he does.
The donkey dance when he punts.
My God. It is so funny. He's entertaining. Now that's what I like. The entertainment.
And you know he's went to school down the road at Fort Valley State. He's from Macon.
See, that's why he's good. He's a country boy. Funny. Country boys are funny.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Now he was punting. That means the Raiders weren't scoring, but they were losing, so he didn't really get to celebrate like that.
Right, which is understandable. You can't do all that showboating when you're losing. So that's why,
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, and the Raiders were down to their third string quarterback too, so.
Oh, that's the dude that's making a lot of money.
No. You're thinking of Brock Osweiler. He's the quarterback for the Houston Texans.
See, you got to always bring me back.
Okay.
So the Raiders or the Texans were on their third string quarterback. Which one?
The Raiders were on their third string quarterback.
So you can't expect them to really beat them then, right?
Not really.
I mean, really? Like
Houston, Brock Osweiler. Mm-hmm. That's the guy. He signed a $72 million contract in March.
Dang, that's a lot of money.
37 of that over a 2-year period is guaranteed.
Okay.
And he got benched earlier in the year.
Wait, boy got benched and he making like $37 million guaranteed.
I mean, and it was for poor performance. Wow. It wasn't for being late. It wasn't for he's fighting with other coaches or players. It was just some poor performance. So you really had really two kind of suspect quarterback play in this game, but Houston's defense is what carried them over. Okay.
But old boy shouldn't be making no $37 million and having poor performance guaranteed. Now, I mean, if I'm giving you some guaranteed cash like that, you better be performing. Right. You know what I'm saying? You better be doing something.
That's what all the Houston Texans fans have been screaming all season long. But hey, they won their game.
Yeah, at least
so it's on to the next round.
Of course, but okay. You know what? I'm going to stay on playing on my phone.
The night game was Seattle blew out Detroit 26-6.
Seattle and Detroit. Seattle is with
Russell Wilson. Sierra's
husband.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was Sunday's games.
Yeah.
The Steelers blew out the Dolphins.
Yes.
30-12.
Oh, let me do my dance. Steelers going all the way, by the way. Okay. Let me go ahead and put that out there. Okay. I'm putting it out there. The Steelers will be Super Bowl champs. I know it. I feel it. I love Coach Tomlin. I'm a Steelers fan. Mm-hmm. And, This Is Us came back from break this week.
Yeah.
This Is Us is an awesome, dramatic drama show that I love, and their characters are Steelers fans, just like me.
Okay.
So that's why the Steelers are having an awesome time.
Well, from a football sense, yeah. And the Steelers, they put it on Miami offensively and defensively. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Le'Veon Bell, I mean, that guy is just doing things on the field. It's almost like a video game, the way he's zigzagging through the defense. Good win for the Steelers are tough. But the funny thing about the Steelers, they could, as great as they played, they could lose just as easily by the same score. They're funny like that, but they're a hard out, and they're going to Kansas City next week.
And they're going to win.
Okay.
I'm saying it now.
And then Packers and the Giants.
Oh, you said that kind of low, babe. You all right?
Green Bay 38, New York 13.
Oh. Are you're not still on watch, are you?
No, I think I'm good. I'm coming out of my morning period.
Yeah.
It was, following that game, I was sleeping and tossing and turning all night.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are talking about that trip to Miami leading into that game. Mm-hmm. That had nothing to do with the final outcome. It is what it is. I know, play the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to play the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Mm-hmm. We woulda, coulda, and shoulda won that football game.
But you did. And you were getting ripped.
Yeah.
Tremendously.
My boys, my boys let me down.
And your boys, your friends, immediately after the game, let you have it on social media.
Yeah.
They were killing you on social media. Let me just remind you of that.
Okay, more you pouring alcohol and salt in the room now.
I know, but
okay.
Let me just give a little bit tidbit. Deshaun Grayson, your longtime friend from DC, who lives in Memphis, ripped you by saying, and I will quote immediately after the game, So when you read this tomorrow, I know that at 8:05 p.m. tonight, I was laughing at you really hard. He later went on to say a lot more, but no, I'm not going to go into all of the ripping he did.
It was a long post.
It was a long one, but he did say, oh, well, maybe Odell can take them Bamas back to South Beach and party without the interruption of a playoff game. Wow, that's your boy.
Yeah.
He got you good.
I mean, we go at it because he's a Washington Redskins, or I like to say Deadskins fan. So we go at it.
He had me rolling, but might I add, he didn't say 8 o'clock at 8:04. He wanted you to know really at 8:05. He was laughing at you really hard. Shout out to Deshaun Grayson. You had me rolling. Oh, the laughter in my heart. Now that's the entertainment that I like in sports. And then it gets a little bit deeper. Your boy, Chris Hayes, I quote, sour grapes make for great wine. Oh, wow. Wow.
And he did a play on words because he did the whine as I'm whining.
Yeah, which was funny.
I get it.
Which was funny. And then Val Durnett, you want some cheese with that wine? They got you good. And I know the cheese with the Green Bay Packers. Yeah.
Cheeseheads.
Yeah, which was funny.
Hardy har har har.
They had me. I love that.
You know what? When you talk the talk, you gotta walk.
You have to.
I got a big mouth, and I run my mouth all season long.
Yeah.
So it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
It's all good. Season's over. It's on to the off season.
And thank you for the entertainment, guys. Yeah. I really, that right there makes it worthwhile to be a wife of a sports guy.
So that was the wild card.
Yeah.
Now the divisional round. Mm-hmm. Next weekend, Seattle comes here to the Georgia Dome to play the Atlanta Falcons.
Wow.
And then the nightcap on Saturday, the Houston Texans at the New England Patriots.
Okay.
Sunday's games, your boys, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
My boys.
Go to tough Arrowhead Stadium to face the Kansas City Chiefs. And then those Green Bay Packers play the Dallas Cowboys.
Ugh.
Sunday afternoon. I'm going to watch, but yeah.
It's still going to be. Yeah.
It's playoff football.
Yeah.
You got to love it. Can't wait.
All right.
Let's talk some hoops now.
All right.
Now, I know you're a growing basketball fan because you're a big Tim Duncan fan.
Oh, huge Tim Duncan fan, even though he's retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like the Spurs by default because of Tim Duncan.
By default because of Tim Duncan.
You like college basketball?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm growing.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the UConn Lady Huskies. Now, they're one of the best programs, men or women's, in the country.
Okay.
All
Why?
Right. They have 11 national championships since 1995.
Okay.
They've won 5 since 2010.
Wow.
And they've won 4 in a row, basically since 2013.
Wow.
And they just tied their own record for 90 straight wins.
So they're dominating.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're going to break their record this weekend. The thing is that, is this good or bad for college basketball that they are this dominant? Do you like drama?
I love drama.
But if you already know who's going to win, which they seem to win all the time,
right?
Is that good or bad?
To me, that's bad. If I already know that you're going to win, then it's not really thrilling. It doesn't really bring drama. It doesn't really bring excitement. I'm not on the edge of my seat. There you go.
But what does that say about rewarding sustained excellence? I mean, when Michael Jordan, 6 championships, 6-0 in the finals, we were all in praise. He's the greatest of all time. Connecticut is their dominant program. We like to reward excellence. So why is it so bad for them to be continually winning?
I think it's bad. It seems like it's biased. It seems like it's bad when it's dealing with women's sports, but not bad when it's dealing with men's sports.
I think so too. I mean, when the Yankees back in the late 90s, the early 2000s, they won 4 World Series titles in a 5-year span.